That's D&D. Wrap it up.
Also,
Okay.
low key,
Okay.
isn't it?
We're
Okay, I can
down.
hear
We're
me,
up.
so we're
up
back.
now. We're back.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna say the
fixed
thing I was
it.
going to say
fixed
because
it.
that can't be the first thing. Okay, Shy, go.
Chat, my brain feels like soup.
That's
what I said. That's what I said when we went live, but none of you heard it.
Cheers.
So.
Now you know how we went live. Soup brains. So anyway, on that note, I have okay, hang on. I got a lot of things to talk about. Hang on. Not a lot of things, but hi everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Echoing Isles with our wonderful cast of unhinged individuals. This is episode 43, which is crazy to me. Congratulations to Burton for getting first. Hello, everybody. And then, Mr. Burton, thank you so much for 30 months of subscriptions. That's an insanely high number in my brain. And the next time we see each other, we shall have rum. Because rum. Additionally...
Why is the rum gone?
Additionally, welcome in, everybody. So, welcome in Burton, of course, my 3 players, Anna, Shy, Sunny, and then welcome in Mandy. I do see a Zorlander in here as well. I don't think I missed anybody. I might have missed somebody. I don't know if I missed anybody. I'm sorry if I missed you. I didn't miss you. So anyway, thank you guys so much for all of your subs. Shy, I see yours in there. Sunny, I see yours in there. You guys snuck in. Sunny's got a 19 months. Shy's got a 12 months. Zorlander's got an 8 months. We almost got a baby now. And then,
wow.
Mr. Burton, thank you so much for 10 subscriptions. You are a kind soul. And then welcome in Bleach. Hoi. Okay.
Scam train.
There is a scam train. If you wanna contribute to the scam train, you are welcome to get your free tweech emote.
We love Tweech emotes.
Tweech emotes, apparently.
You've been getting new emotes on a semi-regular basis that are bangers.
I have been doing my best to kind of broaden the emotes and get some more animated ones. You know, I think my favorite ones are still these 3. That's in my mouth. So, let me go ahead and put this in here. Make sure if you are not already, I'm sure all of you are, but if you're not already following my wonderful players, please go and give them a follow because they are well worth the hangout, the watch, and all of your attention. They are lovely people, very interactive, and wonderful to hang out with. Welcome in, Connor. And then I think that's it. I don't have a lot of further announcement stuff, so we can get right into today's session with perhaps we start with the recap and then we'll move into the panty rolls.
So true.
And
chat, if you hear Liari cough, no, you didn't.
It's just the STD rolls catching up.
If you hear Kyrie fall asleep, she's just a cat. It's fine.
It was so early to be done so dirty like that, but it was so funny.
Damn.
Love you.
Shots fired. So the recap will be given by the DM today, and the DM forgot he was given the recap until this exact moment. So, cheers.
That's awesome.
The last time.
So there we was.
On Dragon Ball Z. Actually, last time on Dragon Ball Z, you guys had just you had been exploring and taking some books from the tower, the tower up on a large mountaintop in Melody Cove, where you explored the tower, making your way through a series of puzzles, following sometimes the advice or maybe not advice of a friendly ghost known as Chauncey Chuckles. During this time, you made your way up until you found a room that was filled with multiple mechanical things and a lot of levers. And making your way to the next level, Liara, you did not see that. Actually, I think it was Mads and Pyrie went and clicked all the levers all at once. And while most of them did nothing, seemingly, one of them activated a very large automaton that chased you into the next room, which was filled with large vats of some strange liquid and creatures inside, mostly dead, but one had been still alive and squirming inside this vat of liquid. The automaton chased you through a teleporter to the next level into this room, broke the grotesque creature out of the vat. They had a kaijin fight. You all escaped to the next level and listened to the rumblings below as you then looted an entire level of its stuff. Pyrie managed to procure a few wonderful tomes, such as 50 Things to Do with a Dead Necromancer, and I forget the other title. I love the other title a lot. I just can't remember what it was called. Oh, The Throne, A Study in Plumbing. There was another book too, but those are the important ones.
Yeah. That was funny.
Mads managed to procure a strange journal from a desk at this point in the tower and read a few entries from it, which seems to follow an individual by the name of Alondra and their first time in a city called Zephyria, which was the capital of Eternia at some point. Chauncey Chuckles was sent by Liari to check on the kaijin fight. The kaijin fight ended. Chuckles came back and said, "Ah, shit," and and the automaton came through the teleporter and immediately began chasing down the intruders in the tower. You dispatched this automaton fairly quickly, although it did take a couple of good hits on your good fella Joe, whose armor was rended and sword broken. During this combat, you did cause the entire level there of that part of the tower to be covered in grass, with the exception of a singular strip. And you guys made your way to the top of the tower, where you found a treasure trove of equipment, of magical items, of treasure, gold, platinum, gems, as well as a small, almost unassuming amulet as well. Mads, when you picked up the amulet, you heard a multitude of voices screeching, calling out, scratching almost against your mind, and immediately chucked that thing in your backpack, and the voices went away.
I forgot that. Well, I forgot everything. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know what day it is anymore, but
that's fair. That's
interesting. That's an interesting little tidbit. Thank you for that. Yeah,
we've been off for 3 weeks. It's
very one ring coded. Throws it in the bag.
Wow, the halfling got the one ring coded item. That's
again.
Boy, that's crazy. Anyway,
it's all according to plan.
Time to find the volcano.
You guys made your way down from the tower, and bidding adieu to Chauncey Chuckles, who was promised a roommate by Pyrie.
True.
You guys made your way back into the town, to the Laughing Cask. When you arrived at the Laughing Cask, it was closing time, if I recall correctly. You made your way up, had your food, and passed out. You got your long rests, and that's where we're going to begin with a couple of specific things that happened over the evening, which is, Pyrie, when you wake up, or stop your meditations, technically, you did notice that Biddy was significantly larger. Your quote-unquote pet mimic has grown from the size of a thumb to about the size of a small puppy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, didn't it, like, lick me or something? I feel like it was looking at me weird. I remember feeling a type of way where I was like,
It tried to eat ham bone. I tried to make it, and I said, no, drop it. Don't eat that. And then he was hungry after I gave him some stuff. And then I was like, guess we're going hunting. And then Larry was like, for monsters, right? That's it.
So with that in mind, you guys had your rest. So you got your full rest. You wake up in your 4-roomed suite in the Laughing Cask, each in your own small room. And your day begins. Bright and early, the sun shining, slightly high in the day. It would be about 9 or 10 in the morning. From outside of your rooms, you do hear a Joe making their way to the common area in the room.
2 things. I would like to roll to steal your panties.
Oh, yes. Please do that.
I love that I can't read what number that is.
I
Okay,
know,
there we go.
those dice are so...
Dude, I kept, like, changing it because of how punishing my rolls were getting. It's like, what the... Anyway.
That's fair, that's fair. Change out your dice, because they're not loving you.
And, yeah, because if they were physical dice, I would put them in dice jail, but it's digital, so I have to change the skin, I guess. I don't know.
You just throw those dice out and get new ones.
Yeah, just fucking garbage. Recycle. And then I made a note for myself to read, so I guess I'm gonna read again, and I'm gonna try to remember what that means. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, there should be in your player notes, your specific notes. Additionally, Liari, will you roll me a perception check since you're going first?
A perception?
Wow. Good thing.
That was the worst read I've done ever. Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
you just could not focus on the book today.
That's so fucked up how
That's
real
rough,
it is.
buddy. That's rough, buddy.
I said perception, right?
Uh-huh.
That was almost a 20.
That's fine. DC was 10, so you did make it. Actually,
Is Joe Santa?
Yes, Joe is Santa. He's ho 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 from the other. That piece of paper you found the other day that was slipped under the door. Where is that?
I
Where's
definitely don't even remember what you're talking about.
Cool.
So I couldn't tell you, Mr.
It's in
DM.
your pocket.
What? I had it?
Yeah, you picked it up. I
When
noted it.
was it slipped under the door? Give me some like plot points leading up to
Absolutely.
that. Or did I read it?
There
what was
was-
on the piece of
There
paper?
was a small treasure provided by Chet, which was a slip of parchment that was slipped under the door of your suite, found by Liari, with the phrase, "I'm not dead" written on it.
Oh yeah.
It was written in a very familiar script.
Yeah, I do have that in my inventory. A slip of parchment with the phrase "I am not dead" written on it. Yeah, that's probably just in my pocket somewhere. Why do you ask, Mr. DM?
Well, seeing as you hit the DC of 10 and it's in your pocket, it does have a little, you feel a little like from it, as if something has happened to it.
Oh. All right, I'll pull that out since I'm clearly not reading my other book this morning. I would like to lick the piece of paper.
I'd like to lick the piece of paper.
Madam.
So.
Yeah, did something weird happen to it? Does it now say, just kidding, I'm actually dead now?
Yep, you're just dead.
Uh-oh.
That was it.
Liari.
We did.
So as you pull this slip of paper out that you've kind of written off, you remember reading "I am not dead" written on it. But that is gone. And instead, there is another sentence written on this piece of paper. This little small piece of parchment, probably about the size of what I would call like an index card.
Do not break my heart our first day back in D&D.
I promise nothing.
It's Jover.
Hey, what does it say?
I can help you.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's one hell of a calling card for a therapist.
As you read this text, it disappears.
Oh, son of a bitch, we're gonna like Harry Potter write this shit in blood now. Here we go.
I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good.
Okay, can I pull out a writing utensil and start writing a grocery list on the piece of paper?
A grocery? Yeah. What do you write on there? Wait, what's the words you use?
Easy. Dead bodies for pity.
Milk, rice, corn, rations. I'm just writing random bullshit, and then I'll pause after like 5 items and see what happens.
Okay. So you write your items in there, milk, corn, rations. It disappears. You wait. Nothing happens.
Huh. Everybody else awake and coming out?
Well,
Into
I
the
assume this
room?
is in your room, but do you make your way out of your room then?
Yeah, I will, because I'll just be like, guys, this piece of paper, it said it was dead, and now it says it can help us, and then I wrote a grocery list on it, and it disappeared, and now they're ignoring me.
I forget. Remind me. Are we all in like separate quarters or?
Yeah, so technically speaking, you are all in separate rooms. You have like a suite with 4 separate like sleeping quarters and then a common area. Joe's made his way out to the common area.
Okay.
But presumably, unless otherwise stated, you guys are currently in your rooms.
Yes.
So with that in mind, you're welcome to leave your room at any time, but the only one outside of the room, Liari, that you see is Joe. Who's just kind of like...
Okay, well, I say it out loud,
turns
so
and
if
goes-
anybody's like listening, they can come out if they want.
Yeah. It's not like they're soundproof doors. Joe just kind of turns around. He's like, what do you mean?
I don't know. I found this piece of paper and it had something written on it, and then this morning when I checked again it changed and said something else, and then it disappeared. So I started writing random nonsense on it and that disappeared, and then they didn't write back.
That's strange. Maybe I got wait. He's got to roll an intelligence check. Give me a second.
Son of a bitch.
Does he have a +2 intelligence?
I
no, but it's high.
Imagine it's a minus.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. That's weird.
Do you think I should try and actually like talk to them, or?
Well, do you know who?
I recognize the writing, but I don't remember whose it is. It just looks familiar.
You can roll a history check.
You're gonna let me think on it again. Here we go. We're gonna try again.
Yeah, no,
No.
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it looks so familiar. I don't know why it looks familiar. You know, I don't really stare at people's handwritings like that.
Yeah, maybe somebody else could look at it, or have you tried writing on it more? I don't know. Maybe you need some special ink or something.
I think at this
Maybe
point Mads would come out to other room.
Okay.
Mads, if you were talking to a crazy piece of paper, what would you write?
What are you talking about?
The paper said it wasn't dead, and then it said it could help us, and then I wrote a grocery list. And now
Have
it's
you been
ignoring
drinking?
me. Maybe. Who's to say?
That explains it.
Byron just pokes their head out.
Show me the
You
magic
are not
paper
what-
then.
I'm just gonna hand out the paper that I'm assuming is now blank.
Yep, it's blank. It just looks like a really small piece of parchment.
Yeah, I told you they're ignoring me now. There's nothing on it.
I'd like to try writing on it, Mr. D.
Yeah. What do you write on it?
I'm just gonna write a question mark.
Strong.
As you go to write on it like any other piece of parchment, you place the ink on your quill and press it against the surface, but it seems to reject the ink and no writing is placed upon the parchment.
Are you sure this is paper?
Yeah, maybe it just hates you. I'm gonna take it back and I'm gonna draw. I'm not gonna draw what I feel like we all know I was about to say, but I'm not gonna do that.
You sure? You sure you're not gonna like gesture this up, or?
I will draw. I can't think of anything else. There are no other shapes.
Yeah, what are you drawing? Go ahead. It's fine.
I will draw. I don't know. I will draw the symbol for the Freehold Rebellion. That makes sense.
Whoa.
A broken ring? Crazy.
Whoa.
So, as you attempt to write on this paper, as you did only moments before, it seems as if the paper rejects the ink, and it will not be placed upon the parchment.
Oh, they are so mad at me, bro. I don't know. I guess it's broken now.
Yeah, I think you need to stop drinking so early. I'm gonna start puttering around now. I'm done with the paper.
I don't know. I'll try one more time. I'll be like serious again, and I'll be like, I'm sorry, I was messing around paper. I'm ready to talk and not be silly.
Liari, as
Probably.
you attempt to write this on the paper, you find that it still rejects the ink. Would Mads and Liari please make an Arcana check?
Oh no.
And
All right, first roll back, please.
Wow.
What's that?
I was
Okay.
really sorry about fucking
Fiery?
with the piece of paper.
Can't. I would like to touch it. I want to touch it.
Sure, if you come out of your room, you go touch it.
I've been out there the whole time because I've been sitting with Biddy.
All right, you were sitting with Biddy.
This was an established thing already.
My bad. All right, all three of you roll it then.
Biddy from eating things. Where's my little? Where'd my? Oh God. Why am I so laggy?
That I do not know.
Is your hardware acceleration on for your browser?
Frickin' hardware
That would
acceleration.
probably be why.
I don't think so. I don't know. I never changed the thingy.
Ah, you guys did really good.
So whatever it's supposed to be.
We were meant to know why it's bad.
So you all very much kind of look at the paper. Seeing as you all rolled above the 15 DC, you can in fact sense that there is a magical component to this. It is very similar to the magic of like a sending spell. But you can also tell that it seems it should allow you to write on the paper. The fact that it's not probably has something to do with what it is. But because nobody rolled a 20, you don't know what that is. Yeah, that would be about as much information as you can glean from that.
Who wants to write something in their blood?
I will. I don't know.
Go
Yep.
on.
Go ahead and give yourself nah, I'm not gonna count that as damage. You're like pricking your finger. That's not damage.
I was just gonna do that is prick her own finger and just write like finger paint high.
Yeah. That's honestly where I thought this was going.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Pyre, you prick your finger. And you go to write high in blood. And as you do that first, piece of the H, that singular bar, the blood just does not stay if it just smears on your finger rather than the parchment itself.
I was gonna look at her finger. Then she's gonna look at Larry. And then she's gonna just take her finger and smudge it on Larry's forehead. And then be like, well, it's not my blood. That sticks to you at least. It's just not the paper.
I feel like the chosen one.
At this point,
Simba.
You do notice the
Thank you.
We found the weem.
I'm gonna have to do that later.
God, right there.
Somebody
That's
put
it.
that. Somebody put that in the notes for me. I
Fucking-
need to do this later.
Pyrie, Rafiki, Marks, Timbaleri. There we go.
At this moment,
Simba.
well, everybody's out, so you all see that Biddy, having become significantly larger, by the way, is about the size of a puppy. So you're talking like, I don't know, puppy size. Everybody knows what a puppy looks like. That being said, it sort of like squishes in the direction of the smear of blood, and in a way that is almost like a child looking at their parent to see if they're watching before they do something they shouldn't. Attempts to jump up and the blood off of Liari's head.
Well,
Considering Pyrie's natural
You see
passive
this.
perception.
It's not hiding it very well. It's a child. It doesn't.
No. So Pyrie's just gonna like when a toddler goes to run towards something, but the parent sees that it's doing the thing and just kind of like scoops him up.
Twinkies.
You know what I mean? And just that's what she's gonna do with Biddy, and just be like, and then just like hold him up, and just be like, "What did we talk about?" Like, be like, "We will get you food. Stop trying to eat things you shouldn't."
It just sort of like.
Ew. Ew.
And then kind of like presses up against you. And you can feel it's activating its little like pseudopod grippers as it kind of like hugs onto you.
I'm gonna just hug him and just like carries him like toddler,
Okay.
like baby, like on hit, like just you know when they like hug you on the front and you just like and you pat them. Yeah.
Yeah. So it just holds there. Hambone's just sitting on the couch next to you.
I am a mother now.
I don't really. I don't have any magic sauce in me, so I wouldn't know how to like.
I'm gonna tell that to your dates next time.
Okay.
Damn.
I wouldn't know how to like attempt to send something through the paper again because I don't know why it would work before and why it doesn't now, other than it's just mad at me.
Who knows? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mads is gonna be like, okay, moving on from the paper. Now we're gonna look at Biddy. Look at Fiery. And so, is Biddy just gonna keep getting bigger?
Probably.
Probably.
To
She
a
keeps feeding
certain
it.
point. Well, to a certain point, he's gotta, he's a growing monster. He's gotta,
Yeah, didn't you say we need to go hunting today for food? Or you were
Yes.
gonna go to the butcher or something?
Yes. If there's like a butcher nearby or something that I can go to, so I can get.
There's plenty of shops in this city. It's a big marketplace that you're basically staying in downtown. So you can easily find a butcher shop here. You'd have to leave, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah, Yeah. Go on a little excursion.
Yeah, we got stuff to drop off with Morchella.
I would like to find somewhere where I can potentially get some armor. Or think about getting armor.
Oh,
What?
I mean, maybe you'll like some of the stuff that we're gonna have Morchella look at, though.
Sure.
True.
Who's
True
to say?
and real.
We don't know what any of it does.
We did definitely totally steal a lot of things.
We did steal a lot of stuff.
I vote we go and drop off that stuff first because we have a lot of what I'm assuming is valuable stuff, as well as we are very rich now. So I say we offload some of it and then do the stuff that we gotta do, maybe. We also at some point have to go visit the twins because we found their thing. You know?
So what's the plan, party?
Guess.
Morchella's?
The Morchellas. Boo,
I have
boo,
to
boo,
show her big too.
We have to show her so much stuff.
Oh, there's so much wrong with us now.
We're just gonna dump a bunch of stuff out of our bags on the table and just look at all this stuff we found.
Well,
Look at my trinkets.
we changed so much in like 24 hours.
All right, let me switch to
Probably
the
gonna
other
ask her about why my
screen.
paper's broken too. I'm gonna add that to the list. I'm a little sad that my paper's broken now. I can't make grocery lists anymore.
Can you word it just like that? Why is my paper
Yeah.
broken? Okay.
Marcella, I broke my paper. I can't make grocery lists anymore.
All right, so you guys make your way. Well, before you get there.
Yeah, new Morchella.
Before you get there, along your way, you guys leave. You make your way through the familiar streets of Melody Cove. You've walked this 100 times now, at least. You have
Gonna get jumped.
You have lived here a while. I need 2 rolls. Firstly, Pyrie, go ahead and roll me a D100 just for fun.
Oh.
No reason. Hee hee.
It's time for your STD check.
Okay. Unrelatedly, Mads, I would like you for this particular bit here. Go ahead and roll me just a flat 20. And then add your intelligence modifier. So I guess it'd be an intelligence check. I don't know why I had you do it that way. Oh, goody.
A 1
No!
plus 0.
Plus 0?
What is my intelligence?
Plus 0?
No, I don't think it's plus 0. Hold on.
Was it minus 1?
Intelligence.
Oh,
Intelligence.
am I the only one at a flat? Oh shit.
I'm at
plus
negative.
3. So I have 4.
Okay, that's
Oh, that's not bad.
that's a number for sure.
I see what you did there.
So, Mads, as you are walking along, you kind of slow a little bit. The party would kind of clock the slowing because it'd be fairly obviously like you have to keep up anyway. But you hear as you're walking, you start to feel uncomfortable, and you kind of hear a little bit of this static almost in your mind. You hear almost as if you like let down some sort of shield in your brain, and some voices start fluttering in quietly at first. You hear, hello. Help us. Set us free. Stop. And then it starts to get louder and louder in your head. Help us. Please. We didn't mean to. It's not our fault.
What? Who are you?
You can sense that this is coming from that pendant you have in your backpack.
The red one, the one that I had to get for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
Can I like kind of shuffle the pendant like farther away from me within the bag?
It's
Just
like yeah. Sure.
Maybe it's touching me kind of moment.
It kind of got close to you, you know, in the backpack. You could maybe put it on like an outside pocket and see if that'll help.
Sure.
So
if it looks secure, then yes.
sure, yeah. There's plenty of pockets on the outside. Let's go ahead and say you're gonna grab it and move it to one of those pockets.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, knew it. Okay.
You guys, the rest of the party, kind of watch as Mad seems to. Wow, that's pretty nice, actually. Hot damn, that's a lot. You guys watch as Mads has slowed down, and their hand kind of goes up to their head as if they have a very serious migraine. And you watch as they pull their backpack off without any hesitation, reach in and grab that small amulet that you all recognize as probably the ones the twins want. And they place it into a pocket that is the furthest away, like on the outside of their backpack. Not necessarily the furthest away from them. You don't know what they're doing that for, but they place it in a pocket on the exterior of the backpack. Mads, you place the amulet into the pocket, and as you let go and seal the pocket, the voices fade. Help us, help us. Until they dissipate entirely.
I'm gonna assume the party's like probably looking at me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at them and just the voices are really loud.
Have you been drinking?
Not yet.
Full
All right,
circle.
well, more
Pyre's
questions for Morchella, I guess.
Pyre's gonna look at Biddy and be like, if I start drinking, will you start talking?
Biddy just jiggles a little bit.
With the way things are going today, it probably will happen. Let's keep on going.
Pyre's eyes get a little bit sparkly.
Why does Pyre get the one organic substance that you and I just got, like, inanimate objects?
Don't know.
All right.
Somehow.
Friends, creatures.
To be fair, Pyre does have a lot of inanimate objects. It's just like fruit and dead.
Pyre for sure talks to the fruit. You're right. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
And plants.
I mean, I talked to the fertilizer.
The
I
plant.
talked to plants.
The plants.
Plants. The plants.
Yep, 'tis the way. Yeah, more questions for Morchella, I guess. I don't know.
The voices.
So as you guys kind of turn to make your way in to Morchella's, you do see Joe kind of very concernedly looking at the lot of you at this point.
Joseph, what are your voices telling you this morning?
Well, I don't have voices. I do have elves. Does that count?
The elves totally count.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd say so. They
How's
don't
the,
exist outside your mind palace.
Yeah, how's the whole coming to terms with Santa coming along? How are you feeling about that?
I don't really know what to do with that. I haven't been back, so I haven't talked to Buddy, and that's probably a really important thing to do. But you know, we've been kind of busy, so maybe I'll check it out later today. I don't know.
Take your time with it. I was just curious.
He's gonna like.
Maybe you should show Morchella how you make the mind palace. Maybe that's what she wants to see today.
I think Morchella's gonna have enough on her hands with all the stuff we have in our backpacks.
I don't know. She just likes watching you guys do crazy tricks, and I think I'm just getting crazier.
I won't agree or deny that. Anyway, let's keep going.
Alrighty then.
So you guys continue making your way up into the Twilight Arcana, Morchella's shop. As you guys make your way into the familiar, kind of purpley, low, like very, very clustery, beautiful space, you do see the familiar visage of Morchella remade, because now we have an official piece of art for her. Morchella,
Mushroom Lady.
It looks so good.
Mushroom Lady, Morchella
Would randomly reach into her cloaca again, or whatever that cave was.
It sure was something you reached into. You guys enter in. Morchella is, as usual, kind of busily doing something here and there, making her way through the shop. Looks up to see you entering as a group as usual, makes her way over and greets you with, you know, her usual enthusiasm. Hello. Are we ready to begin today's?
Ari's just gonna hold up large baby Biddy while like still swaddling him like a child, and just be like, just kind of look at Morchella and then look at Biddy and then look at Morchella and just be like, so he grew.
I can see that. Just gonna come over and kind of like look really closely at him. Her mushrooms sticking out of her body and head kind of like wiggle and waggle as she like leans over and kind of takes you know, a small finger and kind of just doesn't poke Biddy, but kind of like gets really close and runs, you know, a finger or two just over like the aura of a Biddy as she's kind of inspecting it. And Biddy's eyes, which are like a lidless yellow pupil, appear and reappear in different places. So at one point it's at the top of the pile that is the goop that is Biddy, and then they suck into the body and kind of wiggle their way out and pop out the side on these little like stalks as it kind of looks at Morchella from the side. You watch as its small like circular mouth full of some razor teeth that are now very visibly kind of dangerous looking move from one place to the other as it makes like these weird goopy sounds that don't have any actual language in them. They're more of just like a cooing.
Cute.
As Morchella looks over Biddy, she kind of looks up at you, Pyres. It is impressive that it has not eaten you yet.
Well, kind of trained him not to. Also, side note, High Table. I remember what Biddy reminds me of, and he reminds me of Morph from Treasure Planet.
Oh my god, it is Morph from Treasure Planet. Holy
I
shit.
can see it. Yeah.
It's
Wow.
Morph. He's just Morph. That's all. Thank you.
Him's just a guy.
I can't even. Guys, I put myself into the campaign then because
Yeah, that's you.
they're gonna put this up.
Yeah, grab the art.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have to put this up somehow. In any case, I'll do that later because I can't multitask that much.
That's fair.
Morchella leans over and is kind of looking between Biddy and Pyrie. This is incredibly impressive, and begins to ask you questions about training, like how you did it, what did you offer, and starts really getting into like a conversation about the nitty gritty of training a mimic, which has never really been done. So that takes a little while.
Okay.
Eventually, Morchella does kind of stand up straight and give you like a really impressed nod and just is like, this is an incredible level of control you have created. I am incredibly impressed and look forward to seeing your further progress.
Thanks. We gotta find Biddy food, though. He's hungry.
What does Biddy eat?
Well, thus far I've been feeding him a tiefling's tail. Specifically the bones from one. But we kind of ran out of bone. And then he got bigger. So, yeah.
Morchella kind of looks up for just a moment at the mention of tiefling bone. That is not usually an available substance.
Well,
It's a long story.
Pyro's
Just
gonna
know
get
it.
very excited for 2 seconds and just hold up the funny little horn thingy, like the little flasky
Aw.
thing that she made, and be like, remember these? Just made out of the same tiefling.
Morchella looks completely unfazed. Says, very well. It seems as if you have used every part.
Yeah.
He's good at that.
That
Pyro's
is
gonna look
very
very proud.
eco-friendly of you.
No.
Pyro's just gonna be like, thank you, and just like be beaming, just like just proud moment. It's just like someone recognizes it. That's it.
And how is your other specimen?
Well, Biddy tried to eat the ham bone, but ham bone's good.
Hambo just kind of clambers in. You hear his little bone feet covered in leaves and vines. So they still thump, but it's like dimmed. You know?
Yeah.
If you put like cloth on a wood sword and then you hit another wood sword covered in cloth, it clacks, but it's not as loud.
Mhm.
Morchella will just kind of bend down and inspect Hambone. Just nod approvingly, and then it seems as if every time I see Hambone, they are more lively than previously.
I was gonna look down at him and be like, I never thought about it? I guess?
Perhaps something to watch.
I'll keep it in mind.
Seemingly done with her conversation with Pyrie, Morchella turns to the rest of the party, looking between primarily Joe and Mads, and then just kind of like tilts her head expectantly.
Morchella, I broke my piece of paper. I can't make grocery lists anymore.
Gonna turn and look at you. Tilts her head the other way. You cannot break paper. It only tears.
This paper, there was a message on it that said they weren't dead, and then the message changed, and then it said they could help me, so then I wrote a grocery list, and then they're ignoring me now, and it doesn't work anymore. And we tried writing on it and drawing pictures and putting blood on it, and it doesn't like it.
She just reaches her hand out towards you, that's it.
I hand her the paper.
She takes the paper. She kind of looks at it for a moment. It is obviously enchanted, but it will take me a few minutes to discern what sort of enchantment it is.
It felt like it was a communication thing, but I don't know why it's not working.
Click, click. Well, even with the plus. We shall have to see. Would you like me to look at this right this moment?
It can wait, I'm kind of sad I don't have my paper. But it's okay.
Kind of like, does the squinty bit where you don't really quite get the change in emotion, and just hands you back the paper. Does this make you happy?
Not really, it's still broken.
It's still broken.
So you would like me to fix it now?
Yes, please.
Morchella sits on the small ottoman in the center of the room, and her eyes begin to turn a silver as she begins to ritually cast Identify. She goes silent for 10 minutes. What are you guys doing in this time frame?
I'm gonna stare at Leari and just be like, you should have just told her.
Told her what?
That you wanted her to look at the paper.
She asked if it was urgent. It's not urgent.
It's urgent to you.
Well, I don't know if it's broken forever or not.
Matt's just like, so just whatever. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go sulk in the corner. I don't even have my
Listen,
Lotus
you will
anymore.
always take her attention, and she never likes me. And then I had this paper, and I broke it.
Joe just looks between the two of you and is doing really badly at hiding the expression of, really?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go sulk in the corner.
And Joe's wandering
I'm gonna
off to play
sulk
with
with
Hambone.
Pyre's just snuggling with Biddy, trying to keep him occupied / at ease.
So, Mads, you sulk in the corner, and Liari, you sulk in the corner next to Mads. for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
So, eventually, Morchella's eyes unglaze. And she looks around for a moment, sees you, Liari, stands up, walks over to you, hands you the paper. This is a... You were correct. This is a communication device. It is the parchment of conversation. You can send one singular message per day to whomever holds the other piece of paper.
So I didn't break it?
No, you just used all of them up.
Okay, but it was kind of worth it.
You sent them a grocery list.
Yeah, maybe they'll send groceries. We're about to go off to war. We need rations.
You used a magical paper for communication as a grocery list.
I didn't know who it was, and I didn't want to, like, give anything away, so I just wrote a grocery list.
Morchella just nods to herself and says a little bit quieter, more to herself than anybody else. Oh, that makes sense. They are not very known in the ways of magic.
Well, yeah.
We're being judged by Morchella.
Listen, somebody else could have picked up the paper, but I did. So, how do I figure out who's trying to scam us? I write a grocery list. Anyway, thank you, Morchella.
Morchella, focus comes back onto Liari as she breaks away from her own thoughts. Nods, gives a... does not give a smile, because that's not Morchella. Just nods at you. And then kind of turns between the group. It says, who will be performing first?
I'm a volunteer Mads. Because I was standing next to her anyway, so I'm just gonna clap her on the back and kind of give her a small nudge.
Mads, you feel yourself propelled forward a step before you catch yourself. Morchella just nods, says, very good. We will start with you, Mads. She's just gonna motion to the center of the room, and then go ahead and give me a D100, I think it is. I got it in your notes here.
For the veil metrics, though.
Mm-hmm.
Now I kind of feel bad for volunteering Mads because I'm wondering if Shy died.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, just kidding. I volunteered Joe.
Retcon.
Yeah.
Mad seems to be, lost in thought. So instead, Morchella focuses on Joe. Joe makes his way to the center of the room and focuses.
I'm back in the fucking building again.
Well,
I'm sorry.
good.
My internet died, I think.
Oh, welcome
We
back.
figured because I tried to volunteer you to do your magic thing for Morchella, and there was nothing but silence. And I was like, just kidding. I volunteered Joe.
Oh, no.
Now you're caught up.
Okay. Alright, I'll do the magic thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, at this
Awesome.
point, Joe has stepped in the center. We're going with Joe. So Joe.
Okay.
So Joe steps into the center of the shop and focuses in themselves, focuses deep inside themselves, and you feel a chill exude from Joe as he calls forward his power. Whoa. God damn it. As Joe focuses on his power, you watch as normally he seems to have become pretty familiar with his magic in general. However, in this moment you see him scrunch his eyes even harder, and it seems like he's got a little jitter in his hand. And he goes to release it in a way that wouldn't hit anyone, just kind of like safely. But instead, blasting out from his body itself are a handful of spikes that reach about 5 feet out. The only one within that area, presumably, would be Morchella. So a dexterity save for them, which they succeed on. Taking no damage and managing to dodge the spikes of ice that exude out from Joe. The ice retracts, leaving no trace of it being there at all. And Joe looks horrified at the fact that he almost skewered Morchella. Are you okay? Yes, I am fine. That was very dangerous. I know. I didn't. I just. Joe looks very upset. And just kind of wanders like quickly off to the side of the room and kind of just looks down at his hands.
It's okay, Joe.
Everybody give me a little perception-y check, would you? Except Pyrie. Because their passive perception's insanely high. Bleh.
Oh, jeez.
Joe's fine, guys. Yeah, he had a little outburst. It's no biggie. He's got this.
Just pat him on the shoulder then.
Pyrie, you kind of look over at Joe, and he is doing his best to just hold back any tears that he has in his eyes, and as you can see, his hands are clenched. He is visibly upset by the fact that he cannot control it all the time.
Pyre's just gonna kind of like, I don't know, words of encouragement, Pyrie style, and be like, just you'll figure it out. It takes practice.
Give me a persuasion.
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 Persuasion. Nope, that's the wrong button. I can read. Shh.
No, that's probably good that was the wrong button. Not that it made a lot of difference, but you know.
Tee-hee, haha. I hit the button.
You did hit the button.
Did I not?
No, you did. You did. I was checking to see how Joe felt about it. Joe just kind of like looks at you. His eyes are still pretty downcast. But as he catches your eyes, you kind of just see a lot of frustration in them. Before he kind of looks away. Just like down anywhere else. Morchella, however, doesn't notice anything and turns to Mads. Very good, Mads. It is your turn, and motions to the center of the room.
Mandy. Go to the center of the room, and I'd like to try to do the thing with armor again.
Absolutely. So you go ahead and expend a veil point if you would. They should all be full because you long rested. Although that doesn't quite track, you have to do that manually.
Veil magic bloodline or sense?
Veil sense is unlimited. It shouldn't have a number on it.
Oh, okay.
You're just tracking your bloodline. That's just a note for you. Like that's part. Like you have a bloodline.
Oh, wait.
This is just a manual thing you'll have to track somewhere.
Yep.
But yeah, you have the golden veil shield that you can use now. So it does have an option to target someone within 30 feet. Who would you like to target?
Is everyone within range for me?
Yeah, the shop isn't that big.
I'd like to try it on Morchella.
Okay. So, once you've expended that slot, there we are. You beat me to it. So, Mads, you focus digging deep into your well. Go ahead and roll a D100 as well. A 40? Okay. As you focus and reach into that well within you, pulling out just a bit of that power, you release it with the intention of defense as you focus on protecting Morchella from anything around her. Not that there's anything dangerous, but your intention is set. And you watch as you fling your hand out towards her. A shield, a shimmering, golden, almost completely translucent bubble seems to encase Morchella. And as it shimmers within the candlelight of the shop, it seems to disappear entirely after a few seconds. Morchella just kind of tilts her head for a moment. That seems to be a new trick you have.
Yeah. Seems I'm getting the hang of this after all.
That is quite impressive. I need to see if she realizes something, which she doesn't. I look forward to seeing more of your ingenuitive use of such a exclusive magic in the future. Much like, and she's going to motion to Hyrie and Joe, your friends here. You are quite an interesting group of people.
Yeah. We're pretty neat.
Now,
Speaking of neat, we found a lot of neat stuff in a tower.
Yes, we do have a lot of items that, if you don't mind looking at, we are curious to see what they are.
that is our arrangement. Please deposit your items on my counter. And she's going to hold it out over to the side.
We just drop like this 500-pound sack of loot.
So as you just dump your shit, it is just clang, as it clambers from the counter to the floor to the ground, bumping into stuff, knocking shit off the walls. And it's just a mound of assorted, gleaming gear. Morchella just kind of stares at it for a second.
I did say it was a lot.
It was a cool tower. You should have been there. You're looking for a roommate.
Not what I had in mind.
She's staring at the pile, and she does not seem to be hearing anyone currently. She's just kind of like looking at it with that kind of thing where you're just about like you did all your work for the day, and then someone comes in with that stack of paper you got to go through.
It's like 9 a.m.
Yeah, but like the vibe, not necessarily the workload.
Okay. I was gonna be like,
Kind of like, what the fuck? I shall begin immediately. Please come back in, and she's gonna like look at it a little bit. Come back at the end of the day.
radio.
Sure thing.
So
Hmm?
she begins taking the items and setting them on her counter like in a row as you guys make your way out.
Also, tell her thank you.
I'm gonna.
Whoa. Morchella is going to
Okay.
stop for a moment, and as she kind of turns back to regard you, her mushroom's kind of wiggling as she turns. You kind of see. Actually, hold up, everybody who would like to, please roll insight.
Yay! My 21.
Yo. Pyre and Mads, Morchella is just her normal self, just of course. And then turns back around. Liara, you did see this individual does not seem to
Emote.
it does not seem to emote in the same way as generally everyone else does, but you can see a glimmer of what you would probably call appreciation and I'm trying to think of the right way to phrase that.
Like
Like
infatuation.
they're very happy to be of assistance.
Aw. Cool. I was gonna say this to Mads anyway, but I'll just lean into it and be like, bro, you're for real gonna owe that fungus a date after this one, I think. She's really looking.
I think she just enjoys this. I don't think she enjoys people.
Hmm.
I think she's very into her craft.
You didn't see what I saw.
And I'm glad I didn't. I'm gonna keep moving.
You're delusional. Anyways, I think it would actually be kind of interesting if we send her to go see Chuckles, because, like, he's kind of a odd thing, and the tower's filled with stuff.
You want to set up Morchella and Chuckles? I like
More like
Morchella.
a
Let's not.
science- More like a science experiment of just like, would you be interested in seeing in saying hello to a strange creature that is, I don't know what is it? What is a spirit?
He's technically a
Question mark?
ghost.
Ghost / the magics of the tower? Maybe, possibly.
It's true.
I
I
can talk
don't think
about it
we've ever seen
afterwards.
her leave her shop.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe she
Might-
can send a mushroom.
Plans. Yeah, we'll bring it up later because I don't think she heard me when I said it the first time.
She had a lot going on at that moment, you know.
Mm-hmm. We can be quite an overwhelming crew.
All right, where to next? The butcher.
Butchers.
So we can
Butchers.
feed the child that's been licking its lips at me since this morning.
Yes.
To the butcher.
Okay.
He's
I think I
hungry.
have a butcher. Hang on.
Oh no.
I have everything. I've just not pulled up the butcher before.
Mhm.
Not since I
Have we
wrote
not?
them.
Was that not? Where did Pyrie get the funny candied cucumber things?
Well, that was at the Maker's Hall, which does have smaller shops. There would perhaps be specialty cuts there. However, they would probably be more expensive because they're specialty rather than just going to a traditional butcher where you'd find like, pork or beef or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, fair
we
enough.
just. Ow. We don't need like super fancy cuts. We need like
Oh yeah, just buy like the trash that they were gonna throw away anyway.
yeah. All the stuff that like they normally wouldn't eat, and I want to see what Biddy will end up liking out of all of it.
I think Biddy will eat just about anything.
Probably, but who knows?
You could probably feed it like recycling, and he'd be like, "Oh fuck yeah."
Morchella seemed very impressed with your training.
I suppose.
To be fair, it is impressive that it hasn't killed us yet.
That's true.
This is farther than anyone else has ever made it, I would imagine. So, Pyries, you should write a book on what to do. Maybe this is the future.
Pyre's gonna make a face looking at you like, the fuck did you just suggest to me? Writing? Pyre hates writing.
Well, you were the first to jump up and prick your finger and write high in blood earlier, so excuse me.
Yeah, but that was high. Pyre can barely read, okay? Like she ain't gonna read a book. That's funny.
Go ahead, and 2 of you may roll an investigation to see about finding a butcher in a reasonable time frame. You can
I
decide
have
which one of you do.
+4.
My investigation is a -1.
Oh, mine's +3. I got it.
All right, we got you, BB.
Like I said, she's a little stupid. Like,
Guys All right, so you guys take a little while as you wander around the city. You ask a couple of people, you get a few answers, but the one that seems to come up the most, even though the name is a little off-putting, seems to be the most popular. So you head down just past Daybreak Provisions to a very small butchery on the main thoroughfare called Squealy Dan Butchery.
that sure is a name.
Sure is a name. As you make your way up to the building, you see that it's made with the same kind of like whitish, ivoryish stone blocks as the base as most other buildings here. However, the building itself is built primarily out of wood panels and boards. And on the front facade of the building, which is fairly nice, honestly, considering it's on the main thoroughfare, you do see that there is there's a sign in the shape of a pig with a big curly tail, which reads the name of the butchery called Squealy Dan. And there's a little cleaver sticking out of the actual pig. It does seem fairly nice from the outside, at least.
Cute.
I assume you guys head in, yeah.
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 Just head on in.
Go ahead as you guys head inside. No, I won't require anything for that. As you guys head inside, you do see that the floor is made of the same stone, and it seems to be swept very clean. There is a wood counter in front of you, and an individual who is currently carving up what looks to be some sort of animal. You're not sure which. Along the walls and on one side of the counter, there seems to be a combination of both currently cut and ready pieces of meat, as well as some that are being hung up on meat hooks to dry. There is a crackling fire to one side that does seem to be cooking up some of the meat, and you do you do smell the delightful aroma of roasting what you assume to be pork. Behind the counter, standing on what seems to be likely a small stool of some sort, is a fairly round, rotund dwarf. They have some black hair. Their beard comes down and is twined up into a single braid wrapped in a leather sleeve. They have some very large mutton chops on the side. And as you enter in, they make one more cleaver cut with a big thunk into the table, leaving the cleaver embedded. As they lean on it, go, all right, welcome in. What can I get you?
Scraps. All of them. Probably. Do you sell scraps? Or, like, do you have bones? Or, like, things that you discard? Like, a lot of the little, like, unsavory bits?
Why do you want all the unsavory bits? You don't want any of the good cuts. He's gonna motion around.
Well, he's not exactly a picky eater, and I'm pretty sure he'll just tear through them anyways, regardless.
Alright, who's he? That guy? He looks a little too skinny for me.
Did you just
Pyre's
point
gonna
at
be
Joe?
Points at Joe.
No!
He needs some meat on his bones.
Pyre's gonna just look at him and just be like, no, my boy here, and just like, you know, like gesture pats with the baby mimic clinging to her.
He's gonna scrunch his face up as he kind of like leans forward. What in blazes is that?
That is her son. He needs to be fed so that I am not on the menu.
Alright, yeah, I don't see the family resemblance, but I'll take your word for it. Must be adopted.
He is.
Yeah. We.
Bottom
No,
of
I
a man at a
can't.
gambling hall.
I was. No way.
A gambling hall.
Yeah.
Y'all, you don't quite look like gambling types, but alright. He's gonna just kind of like wipe his hands off or try and like dust his hands, but they're a little bit bloody, so you just get like a squelch. So I got this little box of scraps here. He's gonna just take this big bucket and he's gonna slap it on the counter, and he kind of shoves the meat to the side using the bucket, and the bucket is just filled with all the bits that nobody wants, like intestines, ears. You do have a good stout or two in there. It's not a bad bucket. Like, hey, yeah. How much of this do you want?
Probably the whole thing, but also question, because obviously you butcher larger animals as well. So do you have like the bones from that you wouldn't be using?
Hang on.
bones would probably do him better than the fleshy bits, because the bones at least gives him a little bit something to work with.
You kind of see what looks to be a lot of questions well up behind the eyes of this dwarf before he just shakes his head. Right, yeah, I got tons of bones we don't use. We just toss them out. You know what? I mean, we don't toss them out. We store them. Yeah, we store them. How many bones would you like? A premium even.
Fire's gonna look at Larry and Mance and be like, what do you think we can carry back with us?
Well, there's a bunch of us here, so we could probably carry quite a bit.
Alright, are you trying to buy a bunch? Is that your plan here? Just buy it in bulk?
My guy, how about we just come by every day and just let it munch on all the stuff and do some cleanup for you?
Yeah, you won't have to worry about getting rid of any of the
Then
scraps, and
we don't gotta transport it. You don't gotta transport it.
Both of you roll persuasion.
Who's both?
The two that tried to convince him.
Okay.
Ooh. It'll be Mads and Liari. Because they were trying to convince him that this is a good idea.
Oh, well, okay.
Well,
I was gonna continue.
Oh, please continue. I'm using this as a base.
Okay. Because Pyro was also gonna continue on, like, supporting the idea of, like, yeah, we could probably come by, like, stop by every morning or every evening, and he can just, like, slurp up, you know, at least, like, the sloppy bits, and then maybe, like, we could take some bone with us, because he'll probably get hungry if we go on little trips, or, like, walk around. Sometimes he might need something to gnaw on later, too, and just gonna keep going.
Go ahead. You give me one, too, then, yeah.
I used that table earlier.
Mr. DM, do you want to quick mute Mads till they're back?
Yeah. We'll just,
Little server mute moment.
Apparently I can mute them. I wonder if they can unmute themselves.
No.
Oh.
No,
Well, we'll give
that's
it a
not
minute.
there,
So as you guys kind of go to convince him, he takes a moment. He kind of looks between the three of you, and you guys got like all the ranges here. Takes a moment, thinks for himself. All right. Clean up all the trash. That'd be great. Save my back. This isn't a bad idea. Sure. Perhaps, does he care if it's been out all night or not?
I don't think so.
We'll find out.
Great. Yeah, every morning you can stop by. Go out back, of course. I can't have whatever it is, eating all my my customer right in front of my customers. That would probably be bad for business, but good for the cleanup.
Yeah, that's fine with us.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
Is he hungry now, little fella?
Oh, yes.
Yes, please. Let's see what you're working with.
He's gonna hop off his stool, walk around the counter, and he's gonna walk up. Pyre, he's like half your height. Still a head taller than Mads, though. As he kind of like goes up and looks really, like gets a little like not close, but like looks at Biddy. Like, right, are you sure he's gonna eat a lot of it? Otherwise, this seems like a deal that's not really great for me. What are you paying me anyway?
Pyro's gonna kind of like give him a little pat scoot towards the bucket and be like, go on. And well,
How much does it usually cost you to dispose of all this stuff that you don't normally use?
Well, first things first. Biddy is urged to go and eat the bucket, and you watch as the like blob form that it's in kind of like wiggles up in a way that looks at Pyrie before the eyes sink back into its center and pop out looking at the bucket. The mouth then follows and pops out on the same side looking at the bucket before it leaps over this guy, the dwarf, landing on the bucket, and you just hear this voracious as it begins devouring all of the bucket's entrails and whatnot.
I told you he was hungry.
As the dwarf was gonna turn and answer you, Liara, he just kind of turns to look at Biddy massacring this bucket with not only the pieces of stuff inside the bucket, but also the bucket being kind of chipped away at the same time. That's terrifying, that is. Are you sure he's safe?
When he's kept fed, probably.
Right, okay. Disposal, I gotta pay someone to come and take it at the end of the week. That costs a bit of gold, plus the smell. I gotta pay people to deal with all that. And he's gonna just kind of like count on his hand. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
You were watching him count on his hand, and he is bad. He is bad at math. He is so bad at math. Holy fuck.
I don't care if he's good at math or not. Realistically, I'm just gonna check to see if he's lying, regardless of what number he says.
Roll insight now, but
Yeah.
he's gonna kind of look up. Right, it probably costs me if I get rid of all the stuff. I don't know, probably. It's an entire wagon full by the end of the day. Probably about a gold a day. Yeah, he's lying.
Yeah. So I know you're not telling the truth here.
What you mean?
I mean, I know you're full of shit, and I watched how hard it was for you to even attempt to try and calculate. So I don't really know how you're running your business at this point. I think you're just going off of gut instinct, which I get. Don't get me wrong, But hear me out. It seems like we're ending up doing you a favor by saving you whatever the cost is, even though it's not a gold a day. So, let's just call it even, Steven. We're getting rid of your trash on a daily basis, and you're saving that cost, and we're staying out of the way of your customers.
Give me a persuasion roll with advantage because he called his ass out. You're gonna probably do it anyway, but
My minimum 18.
That's crazy. As you're giving him the whole rundown, he's sort of like kind of nods as he got caught out. He's like, all right. Fine. It's a deal that works out for both of us. I don't have to pay someone to take the wagon every week, and you get to feed your little pet. Good deal.
All right, solid.
So whenever you come by, just go out back. There'll be a wagon full of the giblets, whatever pieces I don't want, and bones and all that. Just go back there, have him munch on it. That's all.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Thank you.
And then I'll shake his hand, even though his hand's nasty. So
Yo, his hand is covered and smeared in just little chunks. So as you grab it to shake it, you definitely feel, when there's it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
That is a textural nightmare.
Yeah. It's fine. I've probably been through worse. It's cool.
As he shakes your hand, he kind of looks between all of you. He's like, right. Now that we got that all squared away, you won't buy any good meat.
Funny you mention that, because we are on the market for some, like, dried out, preserved stuff, as we will be going to war soon. So, what do you got by way of jerkies and preserved goods, my guy?
I gotta think about this. Hang on.
Are we mentally connected?
You guys haven't mentioned it. Wow, that's impressive. I don't think you ever made that connection.
There, 8 hours.
As of this moment.
Big ol'.
Oh.
So now, can I?
Yeah, we'll just be like, Mads just poked me and like pointed at her head, and it's like, oh.
Why'd you say war?
It's not a secret.
As you say that in your
Kind of,
heads, the guy is like, "What are you talking about, war?"
I think it's kind of a secret.
It's kind of not public knowledge. Even I know that.
How is it not? We've literally been gathering people for weeks.
You have been, but all the people that you've been gathering are like big honchos or names. It has not been made public to the city of Melody Cove yet. The only ones who technically know about it are the higher-ups at Red Shield Keep and higher-ups in the government, as well as each of the organizations.
I'm gonna start laughing and kind of like give Liara the nudge, be like, "Oh, he's just messing with you. We're going to hunt him. We're gonna go out, and the war will be whether or not we eat all the food in the first few days or not."
Deception.
Wrong.
He's gonna kind of look at you real squinty. Like, where did you say y'all were from? As he's kind of making his way back behind the counter.
Oh, I'm from here.
I'm from the Isles, yeah.
And I
grew up not too far from the city center.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sure you did. Hang on, I'm gonna roll something.
I didn't lie. I'm from here.
No, you didn't. He kind of stops partway to the counter and kind of looks at you all again and kind of takes stock of your obvious travel gear, your equipment. Like, to him, you're probably just mercenaries. Liara, your passive insight is a 21, right?
Something like that, yeah.
You get the sense that he looks incredible. He's very uneasy around you. You seem to... There's a lot more of you. You're well equipped. Talking about war. It's kind of a weird situation. You have like a weird little monster you're feeding food to. It's really strange, and he's uncomfortable. He doesn't look like he's gonna run or fight you, but it looks like he's making distance.
That's fair.
So anyway,
hey man, it's all good. You know, I'm just silly sometimes, and we have funny code words for different stuff, and so we're going traveling, and we just need supplies. That's all. It's not that deep.
Sure. As far as supplies go, you got the coin, I got the supplies. It's not a problem. How much are you looking at? And then we can kind of get into like, how many days do you want worth of rations?
Can we get like
I
a
don't know.
week?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. I don't know how long we're gonna be on Eternia, but
So a week's worth of rations.
Maybe 2.
probably.
I'm an
2 weeks.
overpacker.
I don't know.
We can
Well,
go-
because
we can
think
go
about how
home if
much
you
we
want.
can individually carry as well, right? Like we're going on ships, so some of it's gonna be stored there, but like,
Like I would
You know?
say you could probably hold reasonably in your pack. Let's call it about a month's worth of rations. I would say.
oh wait.
Because, like, if you're traveling a lot anyway, you're going to have, a week or two's worth of rations in general. If you're overpacking, it's about a month. Give or take your distance and how much you can actually carry. To be mindful, you have to feed Biddy as well. Theoretically.
But,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I
Oh,
would like at least 1 month of rations for myself then.
Yeah, we could probably do with about a month each, and then sounded
I'm
like
also
Pirate
going
Head.
to need we'll say whatever like big bones and stuff that you have around at the time. If you could save some of them, because I'll need a lot for whatever he or yeah. He'll need food too.
Sure. I'll keep some bones to the side. Now, if each of you are getting a month's worth of rations, and he's not good at math, but he does have a basic price point based on competition. So
So he's gonna be honest this time.
right, so we can get you a day's worth of rations for 5 silver pieces. It comes with, my fine jerky, some fruit, hardtack, perhaps some nuts. High table, not nuts for Mads. It's just sour candy.
Yay!
Is Mads also allergic? Did we
No.
just make it canon?
I think Mr. GM just made it
I was just making fun.
That's funny.
That's all I was doing. I was having fun with
I'm
it.
allergic to peanuts in all
I'm
universes.
so
This
sorry.
sucks.
No, you're not allergic to
We
peanuts.
cannot escape. You cannot live vicariously through your D&D characters. You will never know the joy of a Reese's cup.
The description for rations is it consists of jerky, dried fruit, hardtack, and nuts. And I was like, I'll just have it be something like sour candy for Mads. That seems fun.
That is fun.
I don't mean, anyway.
It's funny.
Right, so for a month's worth, he's gonna poorly do it, but it'll be 7 gold for a month's worth of rations, I think.
Based off of your math or his math?
My math. His math bad, but he has competitive pricing, so he can kind of gauge it based on how much his competition charges. He's terrible at math, but he's a great businessman.
Alrighty. So, what was it? 7 gold?
7 gold for a
month?
month's worth of rations. You can go ahead and on D&D Beyond do this. Don't do it in the game in the program. But you can put 1 month ration or whatever. You can also you can just put in 30 rations for your month. That would make more sense.
Isn't your month different though?
Yeah, it's 20 days, but you're getting 30 days for that. So cheers. You get a month and a half.
Wrong.
All right. As you guys finish up getting your rations and all of that good stuff, is there anything else that you need while you are here?
I think we're good.
Butcher?
Yeah. He's gonna hand you all your rations, and he's right. There you are. You're all set for a month and a half. We even got you a little extra in there, and you're good. You don't need anything else, do you?
Nope.
I don't think we do. So I guess we'll just see you tomorrow when we keep feeding the big guy over there.
Right, yeah. I'll see you tomorrow then. He's gonna look at you a little squinty, but like he's gonna go back to carving up the meat that he was doing. You guys make your way out of the shop. Where is your next destination?
I already don't remember what we were doing today anymore.
My priority was feed Biddy.
And it's gone.
Y'all are supposed to help.
About how much time has gone by?
Well, you walk
we left
all the
Morchella.
way to Morchella's. You spend a couple hours doing your, well, maybe not a couple hours, probably like an hour dropping your stuff off, doing your things. It's probably about 11 noon.
Oh, we wanted to buy... maybe potions or something, or...
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shopping.
Okay. So potion shop.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, before we get into a potion shop, we are going to go ahead and stop for our mid-session break. So, chat, don't go anywhere. We will be back here in about 5 to 10 minutes after we all, take a well-earned break. Go grab yourselves a nice snack or a beverage of some kind, and then we'll see you back here very shortly. Cheers.